The American flag. It produces strong and varying emotions around the world. But should it create anger when you used to make a point about patriotism, life, and love of family? You'll have a chance to make your own call in just a moment. Let's welcome to MidPoint professional photographer and the author of a picture that has the nation talking. Vanessa Hicks joins us on MidPoint. Vanessa, thanks for being here today.
Hey, how are you? Thank you so much for having me.
It's a day in paradise because it's Friday. There you go. Good to see you have a smile on your face, because after some of the stories I've read, I was kind of shocked. But let me just set the scene here. You're a professional photographer. You had a gentleman, a sailor by the name of Rodney Clevenger, who came in. You take family portraits and wanted to take a portrait of himself and his child. We're going to show the picture here. What was your reaction when you saw what he wanted you to take?
I loved it. You know, we scoured Pinterest and all that to try to find some inspiration to the newborn shoot that they wanted to do. And this was one that they had came up with, and, you know, I liked it. So I was like, great, let's do it. Never in a million years did I think that I would, you know, have the honor to be sitting here talking with you on a, you know, that happened on Monday and Friday, and it'd be deemed a controversial photo.
Well, where did you put it then? You put it up on your Facebook page. That's where it got all the reaction, correct?
Well, I put it up on my Facebook page as a sneak peek to them. What had happened was and I'm just going to say, I don't even want to say person, I want to say internet troll, decided to share this image on this Facebook site that is meant to bash other photographers. And that's when all of this had started.
This sounds like professional jealousy.
You know, well, essentially they just started, they go around and they bash other people's images, saying that their quality is horrible. You know, they call themselves constructive criticism, but it is really bullying other photographers. And they started sharing this image, and on the back end, on my business page, I can see where this image is getting shared at. And they were sharing it in terms of hate. Look what this photographer did. She's disgracing our flag.
Well, not only that, I want to point that out, that you were cyberbullied. I mean, some people suggested that you kill yourself in reaction to this picture?
I was getting Facebook messages, private messages, first to my business, and then of course they found me privately on my personal page that I had to, you know, not shut down, but, you know, make private. You're not an American. You don't deserve to be called a veteran. Your husband should be ashamed of himself, all the way up to, yes, yeah, you should go kill yourself.
However, let's look for the positives in this. I have to tell you that personally, I thought it was a brilliant picture. It touched me. I mean, coming from a military family and seeing the patriotism here and the child, I was really touched by it. That's why I said immediately to our producers, I said, we have to get Vanessa on the air because I have to share this. But let's share this next. You have gotten a lot of negatives on your page, but we went to your page. There are people now who are posting pictures of babies and American flags because you are getting an overwhelming response of people who are proud, are they not?
Absolutely. You know, this little group of cyberbullies, you know, they were sharing this photo to try to create hate. And you want to talk about a complete backlash on them? It completely backfired on them. This was not, I don't think this is what they were looking for. You know, they were the reasons why this image went viral. I just don't think that they anticipated that there would be more support, more love, more patriotism that came from this image than them trying to say how I did, you know, embarrassed and desecrated this flag. They didn't anticipate this. So, you know, you talk about a turnaround, and I'm just so honored that this image has, you know, gone nationwide. Are there still people that disagree with the image? Absolutely. But I feel like now it has started to talk about it. And we can talk about you disagreeing with it in an educated way, in a professional manner, instead of these cyberbullies telling me to go kill myself.
I got about 30, 40 seconds left. What has all these responses taught you about people?
Bullies are very different than what they used to be. The bullies, you know, in my 29 years when I was a kid, were the ones that were trying to pull my dress down when I was on the monkey bars. I could face them. I could try to punch them in the face, you know. It taught me to stand up for myself. I was able to show my daughters. They saw me on the news, and I said, Mommy is only on the news because she stood up for what she believed in. And I got to teach my daughters that is the best thing that has come from all of this, that it was a teachable moment to a 7 and an 8-year-old girl to always stand up for themselves.
Well, you can now tell your little girls that it's gone global, because we're happy to bring the story to people, because, again, it was a wonderful picture, very touching, and I think that don't worry about the trolls. That'll all take care of themselves down the line, and your daughters will learn that as well. Vanessa Hicks, thank you so much for joining us. Take some more great pictures like that. I hope we talk again.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Take care. All right, for those who have ever dreamed about going 1,000 miles an hour on the local interstate for giggles and grins, we have the answer, thanks to the Car Coach. Next on MidPoint.